Why do I talk about reincarnated as a ditty? Talk bad about Rudius while propping up my own manga, Night of Slaughter and Devil's Deal? And the answer is simple. There's a difference between putting down a series because of personal preference to jack up your own series and putting down a series for legitimate problematic issues and provide an alternative for people who don't want to support a PDF or an author who writes about a PDF getting what he wants. There's a handful of things I hate in this world. One's a Nazi, two's a rapist, and three's a PDF. And I'll take any chance I can get to put them down, and if I can make money off of it, you better believe I'm gonna do it. And luckily for me, Rudius is two of the three things that I hate most. Because remember in chapter 1, whenever we get introduced to Roxy, his very first thought is, it's a lolly magician, yeah! So keep in mind, that's chapter 1. In chapter 2, we see he's had his 5th birthday, and guess who's there? Roxy. Immediately before that page, you have a 2-year time skip that they've been together. So Rudius, a 30-year-old man in a 3-year-old's body, is like, yeah, it's a lolly magician. And for all the Rudius defenders, it's gonna be like, well, you know, he's not an adult. 3-year-olds don't have that kind of thought. And he never really acknowledges Roxy at the beginning as a woman. He always refers to her as a girl, and then steals her underwear and builds a shrine to it. As what, a 5-year-old? Any chance he gets to spy on the lolly, he's saying, what luck. And then in chapter 4, we come across the beautiful boy, Sim, who the main character looks at in this angle saying, ooh, and he's submissive too. Just imagine drawing a child with these angles, bro. Imagine having to sit there and draw this. And then having your character say, oh, why? Why do you look at me so, Sylph? Stop before I discover a new world of Shotokans. Look at that face. A lot of people don't want to support main characters that are looking at children like this. And children-like people, aka lollies. So for people who want to read a coming-of-age tale featuring a young main character in a dark fantasy world inspired by my D&D games with death knights, ice elves, and lizard folk without ever sexualizing the minor, then I provide them with the Night of Slaughter. If you want to read a Bloodborne/Witcher story in the same world, then Deepstalker Crow, because Mercy's 18. And if you want a really mature story featuring a full-grown adult, she's in her 20s, then you got Devil's Deal. And all of them are just as dark and gritty as each other. But across all 3 series that I've written so far, you will never find the main character who's already shown an attraction to this young child doing this. And I won't put children in fan servicey shots like this. The crazy thing is, I literally had a bath scene with Veronica, her mother, and Lady Petals, who is an orc. The thing is, this bath scene is pretty much the chapter.